Good morning, students. In the previous lecture, we have studied design process. Today, we are going to learn identifying the requirements. This is important point because there may be a question in university like this: explain identifying the requirements of a product. It may be a 5 marks question in university question papers. There is always a question on this particular point. Identifying the requirements of the product. I have given you in the last lecture the example of automatic hand sanitizer machine. The information gathering of that hand sanitizer machine, what should be, in which temperature it operates, what should be the size of the machine, whether it should be hand operated or whether it should be pit operated, or whether it is used at room temperature, whether it is used at very low temperature such as hilly terrain areas, Himalayan region, or whether what should be the input to the hand sanitizer machine, what should be the output, which type of sensors we have to use. All other information gathering is identifying the requirements. What is the market scenario? By talking with the users, we will design such type of requirements. We will gather that information, and that information should be customer's point of view. Okay. Then according to definition or the requirement gathered from the customer's point of view, we will formally design the specification and we will make some documentation upon it. After sitting several hours with the customers, we will form a design specification such as what should, instead of microcontrollers, it is better to use processors. This is our knowledge that we do have, and based upon our history, we will decide that instead of microcontroller, we will use processors. Instead of DC motors, we will use submersible motor, and it should be a servo motor like that. Servo motor and DC motors we will use. Then movement from general to specifications, we will switch. Movement from general to specification, that means actually requirement is at room temperature, suppose, and from that requirement we will switch to actual use of processors. Then microcontrollers is one type of specifications we will design. Means at room temperature means our product is working from 0 degree to say 50 degrees centigrade. It's a room temperature design. So though customer tells us that we are using it in a room temperature, but we have to specifically mention that this product is working from 0 degree to 50 degrees centigrade. That is what general to specifications we will switch. Now see in a figure 9.14, requirement interface. Requirement interface is from customer to actual design process. Based upon the requirement of the customers, we design process. By sitting with customers for hours, we design complete process. What is on which basis we are designing that process? That is with the help of a requirement that we have gathered from the customers. This figure shows system is there, the system and its environment. Impact of environment on the system means whether it is operating at room temperature or whether it is operating in a pressure or whether it is operating in a noise area, whether there will be pressure from upper side, lower side. or from any other side, whether it is operating in a vibration mode or not. Means if it is used in a car, then it will work in a vibration area. All these environment matters a lot for the system. This is a requirement. We will gather all this information. That is what a system requirement is. System, the figure 9.16 shows the system and its environment. System and its environment means this is system, or automatic hand sanitizer is a system which has input and it has output. Environment is room temperature, or 0 to 20 degree, 0 to 50 degree, like this will be a requirement. And environment means there another definition, broad definition of environment is that is whether there is another product which will affect our product in the market or what. That is also one parameter. What are the specification of other products in the market? That is one type of environment we can say. System environment, figures 9.17 shows the system and its environment step 2. That is a automatic counter. If here they have considered the example of automatic counter. Navigation radio is there, factory input is given to a counter, then user interface is with the counter, and computer interface, future interface is given with the counter. So this is what the system and the environment is. System is counter, basically, which counts the signal, and navigation radio gives input to the counter. Factory also gives input to the counter. User which uses it gets and uses it for the counters. So this, all these factory, users, navigation radio and computer, these are the system requirements or system environment. Apart from temperature, I will say factory may be your environment, user may be your environment, our computer may be your environment, like this. So it comes under broad definition of environment. The system design specifications, requirement specification, system design specification, in which we will design the system based upon the customers or users requirement, and that requirement is converted into specification, detailed specifications, and then based upon that detailed specification, design specifications are generated and the design process is finalized. This is figure 9.19, the customer, the requirement and the design and the engineers. Wherever the requirement specification provides a view from the outside of the system, looking in the design specification provides a view from the inside looking out, as well as notice also that design specification has two masters. Considered example of universal counter. As far as universal counter is concerned, what is measurement? Frequency, period, interval, events or reset facility. These are the few universal counter system requirements, minimum system requirement. And other system requirements are whether there should be a store or facility or not. Range selection facility should be there or what. Display resolution is there or what. Power on off control may be there or not. Remote model should be used or what. Local mode or event mode, features, USB port, Wi-Fi, 9-pin DC, AC adapter, much more, etc. should be there or what. So this type of product should have all these specifications. We have to take a decision on all these specifications, and according to requirement of the market, according to customers requirement, according to price demand, we will use universal counter of all these specifications, or we will design it specifically. Now, design, we will see a point, design specification versus system requirement. There may be a question in the university paper that differentiate between design specifications versus system requirements. Design specification and system requirement. System requirement is a general word, while design specification is deep and concentrating on special designs or specifications. System requirement side. System requirement is issued by customers in the form of problem statement. It is general. It is in the form of problem statement. While in a design specification, it is published by the manufacturer. As I told you, it should be, instead of microcontroller we are using UNO processor, means UNO processor is used. This is a design specification inside my product. Then specifications, design specifications are viewed from inside of the system looking out, from product view to out. If you go to purchase a car, engineer tells us what is the average, which type of engine is used, what should be durability of the tire, and that is what a system or a product itself speaks. While this system required is from view outside to the inside. I want this type of product. A customer will say or user will say, I want this type of product. And that view is from outside to inside. From outside view we have to design inside view. Then third one is definition on the basis of technical parameter. Design specification is defined on the basis of technical parameters, while system requirement is based upon non-technical parameter or general definition it is. If system requirement is non-technical because it is from customer's point of view. Then next describes technical characteristics of the product, while system requirement does not define technical characteristics of product. Then design specifications may be standardized as per ISO, BIS, CE or UL. Whether the system requirement does not have such type of standardized specifications, and design specification used in very more precise language, whereas system requirement is not so specific. We will learn next part in the next lecture. Thank you.